Hello, this DEAC training video is part 2 of the SLURM Job Submission Process review, focusing specifically on the commands used to submit SLURM jobs. Depending on the resources your job requires and how specific you request them, the job submission process can be as simple as one step or more complicated with many more. The process takes place on the cluster head nodes. Best practice is that your job submission working directories not be in your home directory. This is because high volumes of reading and writing data caused by hundreds of jobs may overwhelm the file system. This leads to slow login sessions for users or possible prevention of logins to a head node altogether. Either scenario is bad. If long-running jobs are found to be using your home directory as a working path, the HPC team may contact you asking the job be canceled, or they may cancel them if a head node issue arises. All that being said provides the main reason for why each user has a primary research path, usually co-located within their default research group directory. This path, or another research-specific directory, should be used as the working path within your job. Setting the path can be done with the workdir directive, changing directories to the path before job submission, or through a set of commands within your script. For this example, we'll reflect both the workdir directive and changing our current directory. We have already logged into a cluster head node and changed directories to our research path. Within this working directory is a subfolder containing our SLURM example script reviewed in part 1 of the training series. Next, we'll open up our SLURM batch script example to confirm directives. You'll see the content of this file is the exact same as what was referenced in the Part 1 Job Submission Training video. To reemphasize their entry, notice the mail type and mail user directives, which will determine email notifications from SLURM as a result of job submission. Due to the use of constraints on our job submission, it is recommended that additional steps be taken to confirm resource availability. Please refer to the Part 3 Job Submission Training video for these steps. If you have no constraints or are confident no conflicts exist, you can submit the job to SLURM using the sbatch command. Once submitted, you can confirm it was successfully queued by using the squeue command. Under normal load conditions, output of the squeue command will be very long. So to narrow it down, you can use the returned job ID from your submission with the -J option. If unsure of job numbers or if you have multiple jobs submitted, you can also use the -U option along with your username. As the job status changes from queued to pending to running, the indicated status will change. Notice that completed was not included as a status shown by the squeue command. This is because once a job completes, it is out of the queue. Another command that can be used to review job status in the queue, as well as after completion, is the saccount command. This command pulls information from SLURM's job account database, which retains completed job information for a varied amount of time, depending on cluster load. The command can be used the same way as squeue, with output based on job ID or username as shown. If a username is given, a history of jobs will be listed. Seeing multiple entries per batch job is common. .batch entries identify the process executed on the SLURM server. and status for correlating processes executed on compute nodes are identified by the job name. When our example job starts, completes, or encounters an error, we will receive an email due to the mail directives included in the job. This concludes Part 2 of the SLURM Job Submission Process Review. You should now know how to submit a job to the DEAC cluster and review its status. Please send any questions or comments via email to deac-help@wfu.edu. Thank you.